Hello everyone, my name is Alieva Knor. I am second year student of the group OAB 22 and today I will tell you about the history of formation and development of international air law. In outline is everything about slide content and I will tell you everything about the formation of international law. Introduction: The formation of international air law, theory and practice 1900-1919. In the spring of 1913, a diplomatic incident arose between France and Germany over the repeated overflights of the French state bordered by German warplanes. France sent Germany a note in which it strongly protested the unauthorized crossing of its air border by German warplanes. To resolve the incident, France and Germany concluded a bilateral agreement on June 23, 1913, in which they mutually recognized the flight to dispose of the airspace. The French-German Agreement of 1913 was the first ever document on air law which played an important role in the final of determination of the positions of states as to what the regime of the airspace over the state's territory should be, free for the flight of any aircraft or subordinate to authority of sovereign state. History of the development of international air law. French lawyers were especially persistent on the support of freedom of the air. Not the least of this was France's leadership in the production of flying machines before First World War. Justifying the theory of freedom of the air, the famous French scientist Paul argued the freedom of air is determined by natural and legal reasons. The psychical nature of the air beyond human control, he cannot really influence it, and from the legal point of view the property right could extend it only to the height of the building. In 1904, when Paul founded the theory of freedom of the air, the tallest building in the world was the Eiffel Tower. Based on its height, the scientists came to the conclusion that beyond it, the airspace is beyond anyone's control and it's free for air movement. All this led Paul to the conclusion that it was impossible to subject air as such due its physical properties to the sovereignty of the state, and therefore the proclamation of freedom of air was natural and legally correct solution. The development of international air law since the 1944 Chicago Convention, Chicago Conference on Civil Aviation, shortly before the end of Second World War. On 7 December 1944, the International Conference on Civil Aviation, attended by 52 states, ended in Chicago. The conference was initiated by the United States. Liberalization policy, benefits and risks. The policy of liberalization of air carrier ownership brings certain benefits in the form of the fact that air carriers gain the depends on government assistance, as well as the opportunity to expand the airline network through mergers, acquisitions of airlines and alliances, and therefore improve the economic efficiency of information. The expansion of the range of service in the market beneficial to the users of air carriers. In conclusion, I would like to note that despite the shortcomings, formation of the convention and agreement played a huge role in formation and development of international air law as an independent branch for international law, and in general the development of international law has led to tremendous change in the field of aviation. On the slide you see a glossary that you can write down for yourself. That's all. Thank you for your attention.